Hey, level 1. So what you should have received is a piece of paper with, there's 3 different sections on the paper for each of the 3 of your sketches that you're going to be doing for the hybrid creature. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure that you all knew is that your creature, the minimum size of your sketch would be 3 squares by 3 squares. So you can see that little spot that I marked right here, that would be the minimum right there. Obviously you can fill up this whole thing. If you need to go a little bit beyond this, I'm sure we can make arrangements to make that happen. But I also wanted to go over what was actually handed out to you, or in these lovely little folders right here. You're going to find this is just a little acetate handout right here, transparent right here, exactly the same size as the grids drawn on your handout. You could, as you're going, you could place this on top of your sources so that you can get your proportions right. I am encouraging you guys to do that. I know that some of you all really have some great ideas, but to try to put things together and try to get your proportions and just technical drawings correctly, this is the way that we are going to be doing it. The other little handout that you've got, the little other cellophane, this is a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, which, you know, in one of those little, like 1 by 1, you're gonna see 4, so it's just 4 right there. So what I went ahead and did, and I actually pre-drew some of this because I'm holding the phone, and it's a little bit awkward for me to do this. But if you're going to fourth it, what you could do is you could take your ruler and just, you can kind of see how I drew the fourth of that. And there may be some areas where you can actually use the really big acetate on top of this, and there may be some areas like this guy, there's just a lot going on with him when I'm drawing his head. So I would recommend using something like this on something that looks comparable to this. So anyway, one thing that I noticed about this is if you're going to do a creature, and you probably remember my cockatoo, and then I would have a seahorse right here, and then I'm going to have bat wings right there. Start your drawing at least at the top point of your page, and, you know, just pay attention to the size, like especially of the head, and ask yourself, are you going to be able to fit like the rest of the body in along with the wings? And if not, what you could do, you know, you could take your source and shrink it, you know, get it to whatever size that you need to get it to, so that you can actually create a drawing that would work. You can, before you actually do these drawings, do just like a little sketch and just see how things fit together. Just a rough sketch before you actually do the sketch that you're grading on or graded on. So anyway, I'm looking at this, I'm piecing this apart. So I'm looking at this little section here where this rests on that particular line. And like I said, I've already pre-drawn it, but I would go back and I would try to place that little feather in the shape of that little feather, how that is right there. And then we look at it there, and then we go back here and we place that. And then you're just going to go through this, and I'm actually connecting some things as I'm drawing, and you're looking back and forth, and you're placing it as you see it, just like you did with that puzzle piece theory right there. And the main thing I think I would tell you with this too, you could use, let's just say you like the feathers right here on this guy. Well, if you like the face on this guy, I mean, you could piece this together as well. Like you can kind of come up with your own little scenario and use the grid to work it out. And the next little phase here, if you're wanting to use this little guy here, just get them to the size that you want them, right? And you'll end up using this grid and then placing him down here as to how you would like for him to combine with this little thing here. So yeah, so anyway, hopefully that gives you a little leeway to actually start on this particular drawing. And I hope that's helpful to you. You guys can do it. I know this is a challenge. Let me know when I get back if you guys need anything.